So this weekend I was finally going to sit down and build with Fable 5, the most powerful AI model on the planet. I have been sitting on this idea for weeks. Then on Friday, the US government sent Anthropic a letter, and by Friday night, Fable 5 was just gone. Switched off for everyone, no warning, no appeal. And that's when it's really hit me how fragile all of this is. We have built our work, our businesses, and our whole creative process on the top of models that live on someone else's computer. And any of it can vanish from one letter. So this video is the one I felt I had to make. By the end of it, you will know exactly what local models are, why they suddenly matter so much, which ones to actually use, what hardware you need, and a few money-making ideas that only exist because you can run real intelligence on your own disk. For free, let's get into it. The frontier cloud models are incredible. I'm not anti-cloud at all, I use them every single day. But they all share one weakness. You don't own any of it. You are renting access. And renting access can be taken away by a government, a policy change, a sudden price hike, a sum of the term buried in an agreement you never read. We just watched that happen live. The way I think about it is like electricity most of the time being on the grid is great. It's cheap, it's easy, somebody else maintains it. But the people who actually resilient keep a generator in the garage. When the storm hits and the grid goes down, they keep running. Local models are the generator. You don't use it every day, but you are really glad it's there. Let me make that simple because people overcomplicate it. A local model is just an AI model that runs entirely on your computer. No internet, no API key, no cost per message, and nobody watching what you type. You download the file once and from then on it's yours. It runs on your machine the same way a game or a photo editor does. That's the whole idea. And running it yourself gets you three things that cloud can't. First, privacy. Your data never leaves your machine. That's not just nice personally, it's what lets you sell into healthcare, legal, finance, industries that legally can't send their data to a cloud API. Keep that in mind. We will come back to it. Second, zero cost per use. Once you have paid for hardware, every request after that is free. You can run it all the day, every day, and the only bill is electricity. Third, nobody cannot turn it off. The model is on your drive, works whether or not the company that made still exists, whether or not government like it, whether or not your internet is up. It just runs. I'm not going to sell you a fantasy stuff. The trade-off is real. A model on your laptop is usually not as smart as absolute best cloud model. The huge open models can match the cloud, but those need serious hardware. Sometimes $10,000 or $20,000 of it. But here is the reframe that made it click for me. You don't need frontier level genius most of what you do. You need intelligence that's good enough and private and free and always on. Then just match the right model to the right job that's matching. And the new skill worth learning. Here's the order I would learn this in because most people get it backwards. 1. Start with the runtime, not the model. The runtime is just the program that runs models on your machine. 2 names to know: Ollama, which runs from one command line and dev tool, and LM Studio, which has a proper interface which you click, it runs. If a terminal if terminal scares you, start with LM Studio. Either way, you will have a model running in about 15 minutes. 2. Match the model to your hardware. Model size is measured in billions of parameters. Bigger means smarter, but bigger also means more memory. This next chart is honestly the single most useful thing in this whole video. A 4B model runs on almost anything. An 8 GB laptop, even some phones. A 12B model is the sweet spot for a 16 GB machine. This is where most people should live. 27 to 35B needs a strong Mac with 32 GB or more, a real GPU. This is where it starts feeling genuinely capable. 70B and up is serious hardware territory. A mixed out Mac Studio or a dedicated box like NVIDIA DGX Spark with 128 GB of unified memory that just on around the clock. Your disk basically becomes a mini data center. 3. Know which model for which job. Qwen 3 and the newer 3.6 are the best all-rounder for the most people. It's Alibaba's open family, strong coding, multilingual, clean license. If you only learn one, learn this. DeepSeek is great at hard reasoning, tough coding. Just to know the reasoning variants take 10 to 30 seconds to think before they answer. That's normal, not broken. Llama is a Google open model. It runs remarkably small. There's even a variant that fits on a phone. And it writes really cleanly. Llama from Meta has a huge community, tons of fine tunes and tutorials, and runs almost everywhere. When in doubt, there's a Llama for your situation. 4. Quantization. That trick nobody talks about. Quantization shrinks a model so it runs on weather hardware with barely any drop in quality. Think of a raw model like an uncompressed photo. Huge quantization is like saving it as a high quality JPEG. Way smaller and I cannot really tell the difference. When you download the models, you will see tags like Q5, Q4. That's a compression level. Q4 roughly half the memory a model needs with minimal quality loss. That's how something that supposedly needs a server ends up running smoothly on your laptop. 5. Connect it to an agent. Chatting with a model is cool, but the real unlock is pointing an agent at your local model. No, it does not just answer. It does tasks, remember the context, and run on the box at your desk while you fire requests at it from your phone. Free, online, always on. That's when it stops being a toy. No pro moves, the stuff that separates the pros from the tourists. If you try this and it feels weak, it almost always one of these 3 things. Context is your real constraint locally. The cloud hands you a giant context window for free on your own machine. You pay for it in RAM. So keep your session tight. Don't dump your whole life in one thread or your machine chokes. And then you will wrongly say local models are bad. Give your model tools, a small local model with web search, file access, and ability to run code beats a giant model with none. The model is the engine, that tools are the wheels. Run a small local model next to the frontier cloud models for a week. It's the fastest way to build the instinct for the what to run where. You will be surprised how often the free local one is genuinely good enough. Now, here's the part I'm most excited about because the moment opened up real opportunities. 5 startups that only exist now. 1. On-device AI regulated industries. Healthcare, finance, legal, they have money and the real problems AI can solve. But they legally cannot send data to the cloud API, run it on their device, and that door opens. 2. Your data never leaves. Variants of existing tool take any popular cloud AI product, a note taker, a meeting summarizer, a document analyzer, and they build the fully local variant. Same product, but the whole pitch is privacy. 3. Air gap agents for sensitive work. Defense, certain financial operations, anyone paranoid about leaks, a fully offline agent on local hardware. 4. Offline AI for places with no internet, ships, planes, rural clinics, field crews, disaster zones. The whole cloud industry simply cannot serve them. 5. Resilience as a service. A fallback layer that kicks in when company's cloud provider gets cut off. You're literally selling insurance against exactly what just happened to Fable 5. To be clear, the lesson is not cloud is bad, local is good. I still use the frontier models for the heavy lifting. The lesson is don't build your entire life on something that can disappear from one letter. Own a part of your stack, keep the generator in the garage. So this week, don't just nod along, actually do it. Download Llama or LM Studio, pull Qwen 3, point an agent to it, force yourself to do one real task fully local. That's when all of this clicks. Best case, you end up with cloud models doing the heavy lifting stuff and local models always on for everything else. So next time something gets banned or priced into oblivion, you just keep shining and you just keep shipping. If you got something out of this, a like and a subscribe really helps me to keep sharing what I'm figuring out in real time. No, go build something nobody can turn off. And I will see you in the next one.